ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting edition of Take the Mic and Talk the Walk, where we bring you latest trends, insightful conversation, and unforgettable moments. I will be your host today, Pearl, while I take you on an exciting journey. Relax and enjoy the show. Today we are going to be talking on the latest trend happening in Federal Polytechnic Oko. It relates to the peaceful protests against the additional courses that happened in the school last week. My guests and I here are going to be talking on the advantages and disadvantages of the additional courses, or is it just that the students are lazy?
The educational system here in Nigeria is nothing compared to, at least from what I've maybe read or heard people say, is nothing compared to the Western world. And it is crazy that we just have to deal with the fact that before anything comes down to this country, there might be maybe another development. Like, how will I put it? I just feel the system in this country, or Africa generally, is programmed to keep us where we are. It's not even about reducing courses. If you reduce the courses, then what? It's just like we are just programmed to be backwards. So I don't know what to say about it or something.
I was in ND1. We are studying biology in fashion and design. So I was like, what has biology has to do with fashion and design? So I was like, I asked my course rep, what are we going to do about it? He said that he don't know. Person gets strength pass you cannot do anything. So to me, based on this matter, I will say that if the courses that they brought to mass comm, some of them are good and some of them are not good, let them go and check the ones that are related to what they are studying and let them focus on it and let the rest be. This is my own opinion.
Has it in any way helped in your everyday life since you're a graduate? Have you maybe come across something and you'll be like, I studied this, I should be able to do this or do this? Maybe I study the part of this. Okay, since I come across this, I can be able to. I don't know if you guys understand where I'm arriving at. Has it actually assisted you in your everyday life?
Like I said, I would love to defend myself. Practically, the question you asked is very nice, and I will tell you that biology have not done anything to me. Like, let me say, in the aspect of fashion and design, it doesn't relate to my course. Like in fashion and design, we have what we call clothing construction, life and general drawing, basic design. These are the pattern drafting. These are the major course that we need as a designer, not biology. Now, after studying biology as a designer, should I go and be designing? But just try to get my point. So to me, it's not working.
Okay, it's not helping out.
It's not helping out at all.
Student of Federal Polytechnic. My department is banking and finance though. For me, I don't think the too much courses is bad, and what my colleagues say also, Nigeria needs to check the education system and need to reshuffle things in order so that it can help us, since now being computerized and digital. So I think when we go that way, we can help, and more of practical, because most times this theory of a thing is tiring. So practical, because even as a banker, after reading the whole theory, everything, you still go to banking school like I think 3 months before some banks, before this can allow you work, and you don't just go higher. Start from maybe customer care from there and something like that. So I think they should shake little things and remove unnecessary courses, so less stress and make reading easier for students. I know most students are lazy now because most people have put themselves into businesses, hustling for money, because at the end of the day, what we are still looking for is money. So I just think they should give us necessary courses to do, and this is time our Minister of Education needs to put things in order to help, not just us, people coming up, our younger ones, and part of some courses which are not relevant, they should push it out so they can help us bring in new ones. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Charles and I'm an accountant. Studied accounting in the University of Nigeria, and I'm a digital marketer. I am throwing more light on this with a different ideology right now. So, because I actually feel 15 courses, right, or 14 courses is very much. I actually feel it's very much. I don't feel the need that anything is unnecessary also. Yes, just like removing some courses. When I was in school, we did like 10 courses, 9 courses, 8, just different semesters and stuff. So according to my own idea, I feel there should be removed from the curriculum. Like it should be somewhere halfway. Maybe 10 courses is fine, 8, 9 is still fine. The reason why I'm not supporting maybe the massive reduction is I have friends in UK and Australia, top universities, and they study like 4 courses in a semester. 4 courses in a semester. That's what they do there. But these are advanced nations, so you wouldn't compare it with Nigeria. Now, another reason why I feel it should be somewhere in between is because you should look at school with a different approach, just like personal development. You are learning to be consistent, you are learning to be disciplined in anything you are doing. So this is not just about the courses. Just like the digital marketing I'm doing right now, I learned it when I left school, and I have friends that learned Excel after studying accounting and stuff. So this is just like personal development, discipline, and other things like consistency and stuff. So this is school that will imbibe you with that attitude, with that skill and stuff. Now, when you talk about reduction of courses, like saying unnecessary courses, when I was in school, I remember I studied philosophy and psychology in my first year as an accountant. I didn't see where these courses come into any useful this thing. But then growing up, I realized that things they were teaching us back then are actually useful. When you talk about biology, as you studied biology as a fashion designer, now there are students I know in biology, they do female reproductive system organs or stuff, and then they also teach about the human body in biology. Now this is, you are not in an advanced country. That's why I say no knowledge is a waste, because if you're in an advanced country, once you're sick you go to the hospital, but here you don't have a well-equipped hospital to go to. So sometimes the things they teach you in school will actually give you a little knowledge on how to take care of yourself. In that biology, the things they teach you will actually give you insights on how to take care of your own self. Now in psychology, I learned how to even relate with people in psychology. In the psychology philosophy, they taught us in first year. In my first year in the university days, I learned how to relate with people about knowledge, etymology and stuff, you remember? So that's just the thing I'm just trying to say. So stopping halfway, I mean 14, 15 courses is way too much burden. I wouldn't say burden, but it's way too much on a student, you understand? And then going below, like, okay, let's just focus on the main courses. The main courses is going to be way less for someone that is in a country that is still underdeveloped.
Cutting down on the courses is important, but okay, there are stages to things. Like as a beginner, they introduce you to everything. Then as you come up, they tend to like reduce things in a way that so that you can master it the way you were supposed to. Now he talked about biology. You did biology in school. even before you selected courses. Like at least me, I know I did. Even before like you get to a point where now coming back, psychology is fine because you can relate, you can use it in your everyday life. But coming back to repeat that, okay, which is going to answer, because is it that the biology you learned in school is different from what they taught you here in Oko? Because if it is different, then I don't have a problem, but I have a problem with repetition. There's something about, okay, I studied civil engineering, and the general system of civil engineering in a place that is, will I say, in an advanced country, or even is even like in a place that things work, is you get to a particular point, you pick if you want to do highway, if you want to do geotechnical, if you want to, we did everything, like all the courses. Now, apart from maybe going to the site and seeing things there, I don't know anything. I just read and passed. So after going through all those those processes, you now have to go back and start. There's something called mastery. Like, yeah, as a 100-level student or an ND1 student, they might just say, okay, then, yeah, this is general. But there's something called, maybe as you come up, you get to focus on, okay, I am studying fashion and design. So everything I am doing is supposed to revolve around that thing at a particular point. There are things you teach, like, okay, like bringing up a child generally is different from dealing with an adult. But I just feel the educational system deals it's the same thing. They are not even, will I say is an avenue for waste of time now, because you can use it as an excuse. What are you? I'm a student. What's your occupation? I'm a student. So after you waste the 5 years of your time, you have to go back and start life afresh. It does not even prepare you for the outside world. Like, it doesn't at all.
I believe we should look at the brighter side of things, right? Now, I said it when I spoke at first. I talked about seeing school as an avenue for personal development. You understand where I'm going? Now, I listed the things that comes with personal development, because the world out there is going to be very demanding for every one of us. Even, let me just say, as a man, the world is going to be very demanding for you. Whether you want to go into, you choose a career distinct path, or maybe you want to go into the world of business or any kind of thing you're going into. You're going to be accountable for anything. You're going to be responsible for anything that, any path that you choose in life. And that's what I think school prepares us for. That's the first thing. And okay, talking about, you spoke about another thing, that just like you studied some things, what I understood from it is that you studied some things, just like the biology, you studied it in secondary school, and then coming into the university, they brought it back again. Okay, I wouldn't say about the biology thing, but relating it to accounting, when I was in secondary school, we did accounting, and coming into the university, we still did the same accounting. Now, it's way more advanced. It's way more advanced than the one that was taught in secondary school. You can use the steps in secondary school and still get to the preferred solution. But there are other ways you can actually go through it there, and this is also about perfection. Okay, yeah. This is also about perfection, right? So, doing something over and over again, that's another thing. This is about, getting it right. They taught you in secondary school and they brought it back in university, and they are going advanced in the university. Now, even as that, studying accounting in any part of the world you're still going to go to the professional level. And the exam that you're going to write at the professional level is still most of the things they taught you in the university. Now, if you think it's irrelevant, those things are irrelevant, then I don't see the need to even write those professional courses, because you already went past through them in the university. So you're not even meant to go to the to say, okay, I'm writing professional, to become a professional. You understand? There are advanced level that maybe you wouldn't notice, but it's still there. Even little things, just like an iPhone. They make a product this year, and then they come next year and then they say, okay, we are bringing out the iPhone 17. Meanwhile, the 16 is here already. They make a little advancement to it. You understand? That's how it works. That's how it works with any area of life. Even if you're in the business level, once you're producing water, somebody can just come out and say, okay, I'm making this water more purified. And then it beats the person that have been in the market before. That's just the idea, just a little thing. Okay, this container is hard for people to open. You know, there's a company that produces water, I think Nestle or something, that this thing is very hard to open. And then other people started their marketing with, it's very easy to just open the cover and it's still more purified. The same level of purification, but very easy to open. And that beats the market.
Accounting. Now, as an accounting student, what are you using advanced biology for? That's the point. Like, that's what we are trying to relate it to. Now, when you go higher, you will be more focused on that's your course. So that extra, except, okay, psychology is fine. Okay, how many students, you know biology, how many of us as students know CPR?
Yeah.
The general thing that relates to life, like you can use it, like it is two things. You see that, I think the courses should be arranged this way. You see that it relates to what you're studying or it relates to life generally. It's not biology they're even teaching, it's not even sex education. How many of us know sex education, even as adults? Some of the things you found out as a person, you either learned from it. You weren't even told this was obtainable, this wasn't, and you don't even blame most of our parents for, they try to shield us. So you have to, life will just teach you. If you survive, peace be unto you. If you don't, then you go about. Like, because most of the things we have faced, I'm not saying we don't make mistake or things don't happen, but I believe that most of the things that have happened, I'm talking about general, is there were things that we were supposed to know. At least you go in with that experience. There's something called going in with an already established experience then. But it's just as if after school we start afresh. You talked about, like, they are advanced countries, right? That's why they do for courses. The goal is not to remain backwards. It's the advanced countries is the main reason why you should try to follow their footstep. Like, know what they are doing at a particular point. Just like saying, okay, he is using a good phone, and instead of asking him, what are you doing? What did you do to get this phone? And you'll be like, I don't get money now. You didn't get money. So I think the goal there is to grow. But as a country, I don't think we are even ready to. It's a general problem. Like, I think the way the country is favors certain set of people. Things coming to, when you leave an environment, you know that an environment is in sections. Things come into this country, like down to people who say no scholarships, no job. There are jobs in this country, and they're like very nice jobs, but they keep us in a way that it doesn't get to you. Like, they just sit on it. The rich keeps increasing, then you either do something about it or
Scientific study of life.
yeah.
Now, when you're talking about life, you're talking about the stages of life, right? Growths and everything. Now, the study of life, living organisms, structure, functions, growth, origin, evolution, and distribution. You understand? When you're talking about the study the growth and everything, you're talking about the evolution of human, like okay, your puberty stage, every other thing. Now, there are other things here that the organisms involves the bacteria in the body and other things, right? Now, this is just all about understanding life processes and diversification. You're understanding about yourself. Okay, my body is doing me like this. Okay, fine. Why is it like this? It doesn't help in what you're studying, but you need it for yourself. You get sick and you need it for yourself actually, because let's just say you get sick or your body starts happening in one kind of way to you, and then you feel, oh, there's somewhere I studied this is why it's happening. Maybe I should go to the hospital or something. Or maybe it wouldn't even make you panic at first because you don't have sophisticated medical equipment here, and most of the hospitals around here are not even well equipped. So this is even helpful to you. And then even not even what they're teaching you, from what they're teaching you can even make research about your body and you learn. So this is just the thing I'm just trying to say. So nothing is irrelevant.
Sorry. It's something in what she said, she's just trying to put in her own accent. She did civil engineering, and when she comes to school, the world is looking at her like once she's finished that civil engineering, her focus should be on constructing road, doing things. Nobody's asking her what biology did for her. Nobody's asking her that one. You did accountant. It is just right that you do advanced, because when they give you some company reports to do, they're going to do it in an advanced way. I'm doing banking and finance. I do accounting also. The accounting method of profit and loss in my ND1 is not the same with my HND now. So it's just proper. I did. My secondary school, I didn't do biology. I didn't do chemistry. I didn't do physics. When I registered, it's a government school, but it was this kind of principle. From the gate, you should know what you want. Are you doing science? Are you doing arts? Are you doing commercial? So when I picked commercial, I was just going to do my commerce, normal commercial study, accounting and the rest. The only general courses I did as a commercial student then in school was just math, English, and civic, because it's a government school, so it's general then. So I didn't. She's saying the same thing, you're saying the same thing. Her own part is that you did accounting, it's normal you advance. She did civil engineering, it's normal she picked a direction that this is where she's going to. When I came to school, when I did biology, chemistry for my first time, I was surprised. On my assignment, I gave it to my junior sister to do for me. Because I have no idea. Even everything that's in the class was from year to year, because I don't have anything to see or talk about it, but I'll just pay attention, missing chemical and the rest, the ed, the YZ, I don't know. So when they give me an assignment, I just have to send everything to my sister. She'll be like, sister, these things are simple now. I say, me and you did not do the same thing. So she helped me did my assignment. So, but you did accounting, it's normal you advance. She did civil engineering, it's normal she advanced. And you said in some country that your friend, they are doing 4 courses. When you look deep into that 4 courses, it is what they went there to study that they're doing. Nobody's giving them CRS, nobody's giving them biology to do. So you understand. So we that we're here now, we just need a good curriculum to advance ourselves. We need to advance. It's not a matter of the life and everything. We just need to advance. That since we should learn personal, like this self-education she talks about, it's something we should know personal. That's right. But that since we talk about advancing, we should just advance. Me, I want to advance. I don't know about you, and I know you want to advance. So we just need to advance. And you say you're doing digital marketing. Nobody taught you that in school. You find your way. That me, I was thinking my ask because I want to learn. I want to learn digital marketing. So it's advancing we're talking about here. So biology is general because I know it will help because maybe your health, but nobody's going deep to biology. Just teach you the basics like definition, the branches, how biology came about. Nobody's telling you about plants, herbals that you can mix together to cure malaria or typhoid. Nobody's going to go deep. No, no, I'm saying something serious. Nobody's going deep to that extent. You understand? So they're just going to tell you the basic things. For the men, just they're not going to do it again. Once you do it, you end it 1 semester. You're not do it again. So nobody's going deep or going to explain that when you reach here, maybe when you go to the bush, when you say leave like this, when you cook it together, it's going to cure your headache or something like that. You know, so it's just advance and do what you came to school to do. Thank you.
Okay, they have gone through the intro already, right? What are you coming to repeat biology for me in higher institution? I thought we were supposed to grow. Are you okay, fine. You said the people that have made the system have a reason. What if they bring ABCD for you to learn?
Okay.
Afresh.
That means use of English.
Use of English.
Use of English is an advanced.
It's advanced. Now I don't know. Do you know that? Do you know that in university? Imagine even use of English. Like, okay, as an ND1 student, like the use of English we used, our HND1 used it. So they are not even interested in advancing you. They are interested in making sure they suffocate you. Now, we are not even talking about the parts where if they want to, maybe they want to bring out a timetable, they just bombard you. They are not even interested in whether you pass or you don't pass. They just want you, or you do, they go from another person, enter. Now be the rule. So, now, I told you something when we're exactly, company has school fees.
Who's that?
At least I'm. Now, I told you something. I said, if the biology is advanced, inside biology there is biology. Do you know that biology as a course, you cannot even study biology as a course? Like, that's, how will I put it? It gets to a point where they have to bring out an aspect for you to focus on. Sure you get. Now, if it was advanced, I don't have a problem. They are not even interested in our personal growth as students. They just want you to just pay school fees, waste your time. Okay, fine.
I think I'm going to
fine.
quote you wrong on something.
No,
I'll quote you wrong on
Okay.
something. I'm sorry. You said they don't study biology. If you're a science student, they have, I don't know, there's a study of biology. Do you know that? People study biology. So I think I'm going to counter you on the part where you said that they don't study biology.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I'm just trying
Biology
to.
as a course is just like in a room, you open a door. There are chairs.
Yeah.
There are tables.
Mhm.
I'm saying even biology as a course, you get to a point, you just have to pick a focus.
Yes.
You just have to pick a focus, like focus on this. Because, okay, she made mention that we are supposed to learn sex education on our own. Says who? I don't understand. Okay. That's what I am saying, which is not. Now, yes, that's what I'm saying, which is not.
If I'm going through all this TikTok, when I see, I come down to you. So.
No, I'm saying, okay, as a girl child, apart from your parents, there are things you would have, maybe if your parents are too stiff. Imagine growing up in an environment where your parents are stiff to teach you, your school is also stiff to teach you. I'm saying, what I'm saying is, yeah, we learned on our own. It doesn't make it right. Okay, you have done biology, all those stuff in school. Replace it with something that is applicable. Then when you want to advance, you focus on that your course and advance. That's what we are saying. We're not fighting.
Guests have said a lot about advancing in this thing, and also putting a wrong course at, I don't know how to put it, maybe studying accounting and giving them biology, which is very wrong, or studying banking and finance and giving them physics, which is very wrong. So please, we're urging the Federal Polytechnic Oko as a whole to sort out these courses and put the needful. Getting to my hearing, we noticed that the tertiary institution have been using the 1990s curriculum. We are appealing to the Minister of Education to please look into it and know what you can do. And also, it is very bad to know that the secondary and the primary institutions, that their curriculum just got updated this 2025, which is very bad. Please, we are not studying to be stagnant. We are studying to move forward. Please, we are urging the Minister of Education, please hear our appeal. Sit tight. I told you guys that this is going to be an interesting section, so sit tight and I'm going to bring you more trends. It's still your host, Pearl.